The following video contains step-by-step instructions on how to maintenance a 2.5 through 8 inch Derringer shutoff valve. These are the tools required. Before removing a Derringer backflow preventer for shutoff valve maintenance, make sure pressurized water is isolated from both the upstream and the downstream side of the valve to avoid injury and/or damage of the water system and surrounding areas. Make sure the shutoff valve is in the open position. Using a Torx driver, remove the indicator flag by loosening the set screw located on the shaft. Remove the indicator flag. Use a flathead screwdriver if necessary. Use a ratchet wrench to remove the gearbox retaining bolts. Gently remove the gearbox from the shaft. Use a flathead screwdriver to rotate the shaft a quarter turn counterclockwise so that the seal disc and the seal disc retaining bolts are facing the outside of the valve. Remove the eccentric seal disc retaining bolts. Remove the eccentric seal disc from the shaft. Make sure all eccentric seal disc retaining bolt O-rings have been removed from the eccentric seal disc. Remove the shaft from the valve body. Remove the O-rings from the shaft. Remove the wear bands. A flathead screwdriver can be used if necessary. Install the new wear bands onto the shaft. Apply lubricant to the new shaft O-rings. Install the new O-rings onto the shaft. Reinstall the shaft into the valve body, making sure the recessed end is facing the inlet side of the valve. Reinstall the eccentric seal disc onto the shaft. Replace all retaining bolt O-rings. Reinstall the eccentric seal disc retaining bolts. Using a flathead screwdriver, rotate the shaft a quarter turn clockwise to set the shaft in place for gearbox reinstallation. Slowly lower the gearbox onto the shaft. Make sure the split washers are on the gearbox retaining bolts before installation. Insert all gearbox retaining bolts and then tighten. Using a Torx driver, reattach the indicator flag to the shaft. Make sure the valve was reassembled correctly by opening and closing the valve. If a Derringer shutoff valve is found to be leaking shortly after installation or maintenance, special attention should be paid to the gearbox and indicator flag alignment. Make sure the gearbox is sitting parallel to the flow of water. If the gearbox is not parallel to the flow of water, adjust the gearbox and retighten the retaining bolts. It is important that the indicator flag turns to the exact perpendicular position relative to the flow stream to ensure that the shutoff valve will properly seal. To adjust the indicator flag to its proper position, loosen or tighten the right-hand set screw on the downstream side of the gearbox. Tightening the set screw will rotate the indicator flag stop counterclockwise. Loosening the set screw will rotate the indicator flag stop clockwise. When installing a Derringer backflow preventer,
we recommend
using nylon straps wrapped around the main valve body to lift the valve. Do not use the gearbox handles, or any portion of the shutoff valves as a lifting mechanism. This video does not contain information for gearbox repair. If the gearbox needs to be repaired, please visit our website or give our technical support a call.